Hey guys, I do apologize for not uploading in such a long time, but in this video I have an amazing squad builder which is the highest rated Barclays Premier League team without inform. So let's get this underway. And the highest rated goalkeeper is Petr Cech. He has 85 diving and he's an 85 rated goalkeeper, just one ahead of Lloris, although I believe Lloris' stats are better than Cech's. So that is a goalkeeper, and sitting in front of him is the highest rated centre back, who is Vidic. He has 86 defending and 90 heading, which is absolutely insane, but he does have 53 pace, which slightly lets him down, which is why I've decided to add a shadow player chemistry style to him, which I'd probably suggest you doing because he's slightly slow, but he does make up for that with strength. So next to him is Vincent Kompany, plays for Manchester City and has 73 pace and 86 defending and is the second highest rated centre back in the Premier League. And next to him in right back is his teammate Zabaleta. He's only 82 rated, but that's because there's not much competition for right back in the Premier League, which is disappointing. His highest stat is 83 defending, but apart from that his stats isn't that great, but there's no other highest rated right back in the Premier League, although I'd probably suggest to get someone like Walker there, who is just as good as Zabaleta. So in the left back position, I have chosen to play there Ashley Cole because he's the highest rated, of course, 85 rated, which I believe is slightly overrated considering he's been injured for quite a lot of the time. He has 76 pace and 82 defending and is a decent left back to have. So sitting in the centre mid position is David Silva. He has 78 pace, 86 passing. I believe he's slightly overrated in this game, 88. I don't believe he deserves to be the highest rated centre mid in the whole of the Barclays Premier League, but he is a good centre mid as well. So sitting next to him in centre mid is Jean Mata. Mata has 78 pace, 76 shot and 83 passing, and he is just a pretty good player to have. He doesn't actually score that much goals for me, to be honest. Maybe that's just the way I play, but he does assist quite a few goals as well. And in the final centre mid position is Ozil, who has recently moved to Arsenal in the summer, and he is probably one of the best centre mids in the game. 85 passing, 87 dribbling, and he's also 6 foot, which plays a major role in this game because he can also score headers, which is very nice. So in the cam position, as you might have guessed, is Wayne Rooney. He's lethal in this game with his 87 shot, and he does get a lot of rebounds and sits outside of the box for them long finesse shots, which is quite overpowered in this game as well. So he is lethal to have as a cam. And sitting in front of him in the strike position is his teammate, which is Van Persie. I'm not lying, guys, when I say this. He's the most clinical striker in the game from what I've experienced. Not necessarily the best because I have played with Ibrahimovic and players like that, but he is just the most clinical. He will finish most of his chances and his left foot is absolutely lethal. And in the next strike position is Sergio Aguero. I haven't actually tried him before this squad builder, but he is insane to play with. He has 88 pace, 90 dribbling, and has a slight upgrade from FIFA 13. But he is very expensive in this game, and I believe he's in the region of 200,000 coins. So that is a team complete, guys. And this team is rated 87. Full chemistry, and this is the best way to lay out the team for chemistry anyway. And without the subs, this team would be rated 73, I believe. So this is the highest rated Premier League team without informs. So I hope you guys enjoyed the squad builder, and now it's time for me to show you some highlights. If you're on the Xbox 360, this team will cost you roughly 750k to make, mainly because of the strike force. Aguero and Van Persie cost combined together about 350k, which is insane because they probably cost about half of this squad then if they're worth 350k. But they are so lethal, they are really what makes this team. Van Persie is the most clinical striker that I've played with on FIFA 14 just because his finishing is so lethal. His finesse shot is insane on his left foot, and he's also pretty decent on his right foot as well, even though I don't think he has 5-star weak foot. Aguero is also a very clinical striker as well. He's not as clinical as Van Persie, but he creates just as much as chances as him and also scores roughly half of the goals that Van Persie scores as well. So them two are really what makes this team, and they are an incredible strike force to have. Them two link well together and they also assist each other well. Another person who assists them well is Rooney in the cam position. He is an amazing cam to have. He creates a lot of chances for them, but he also gets involved and scores goals as well for them. And you might have seen a couple of lethal goals that Rooney scored into the bottom left corner and an overhead kick. Talking of the midfield now, Silva, not worth 100k in my opinion. He scored 1 goal for me throughout the whole of the matches that I played with him, but he just didn't contribute 100k worth to this team. Maybe you could say the same for Ozil, but he did create a lot of chances and only scored a couple. But he is better than Silva in my opinion, and Silva is not worth over 100,000. Mata done well in this team as well, but I don't believe he scored for me. And now I'm going to be talking about some changes that you could make to this team, and this is basically just a defence. I would keep Company in this defence because he's probably one of the best centre backs in the Premier League, but I would change Vidic just because of his pace. He's very solid as a centre back because of his strength and his technique, but I would prefer to have someone like Luiz there who is just as a nuisance as him and will create more chances, like going up for corners and stuff like that, and also is just a nuisance to strikers. I would also replace Ashley Cole, even though he's a decent left back, with Clichy just because Clichy faster and he's just as good. And I would also replace Zabaleta, who I don't rate that much in this game, with Kyle Walker, who I highly rate because he is very fast and he's actually a pretty decent right back to have. So I hope you guys enjoyed this squad builder, and look at this insane goal that I scored with Van Persie. That was probably about 40 or 50 yards out, and I hope you guys enjoyed this squad builder, and thank you for watching Flashback Gaming.